What's up? Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome. I'm going to start us off with a little bit of
Good morning and welcome to the Free Daily Coaching Hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. freedailycoaching.com.
All right, guys, welcome. Good morning. Great to see everyone here at Free Daily Coaching. We are here for a Friday free-for-all, and if this is your very first time watching over on Google Plus, or maybe you're checking it out from YouTube, and you're wondering what is the Friday free-for-all, what's that all about? The Friday free-for-all actually is an opportunity. Hold on, buddy. Go on. The Friday free-for-all is an opportunity for everyone to participate. It's a Friday fiesta, right? We call it the Friday fiesta sometimes. When we change up the name on Friday, it's really an opportunity for everyone to come over and play. So the only requirement over and play, the only requirement to hang out is that you did something. You took some type of action in your business today. Yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do. You just have to take some action. And if you took some action, then you can come over, because we are all about sharing here. We're all about saying, hey, these are the actions that I took this week. These are the results that I got. And then let's compare. Let's look at what you did. Let's look at what some other people have done that's similar, and let's compare those results and see, how can we get the best result? How can you step up and get the next best result? Maybe you're getting a good result, but you want to get it even better, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So I want you to raise your hand if you have taken some action this week and you want to come over and share. And while you guys, I know there's a little delay while you guys are on catch up, I just want you guys to notice that I'm back. I put my glasses back on for you guys so I can actually see what's going on in the computer here. I took someone's advice and didn't just wear my PJs. I showed up and I wore a sweater for you guys this morning. It's a little chilly here in the fall, and it's time for fires and sweaters and hot chocolate and pumpkin spice lattes, homemade, of course, because you don't want the chemicals. So let me look back and see what's going on. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Whitman. What's up? Christina. Whitman, what's up? Ed. Craig, I see you, buddy. Vicky, good morning. Hey, Judy, what's up? Tanya's here. Rhonda's here. Jack, back in the house. Jack, I would love to know more of the story, because I just saw Here We Go, and then I saw fun pictures. So I was like, are they on their way to somewhere close to me? I don't know. That might be a possibility. Good morning, Tom. It feels like I haven't seen you. I was just thinking about you, Tom. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen Phil in a couple days, or talked to Phil, and I was like, I haven't talked to Tom either. So I would love to talk to you, Tom, and see what's going on. Hello, Mr. Bob Miller. Good morning to you, sir. Bill, what's up? Felicia's in the house. Sandy, she's so dandy. You guys should all meet Sandy. One of the nicest ladies I've had the opportunity to meet in the last few months. I mean, I say that and I'm like, oh, well, then there's Tanya. She's a sweetheart, right? About 6 months, I guess it's been since I met Felicia. Probably like 9 to 12 months since I met Debbie. Maybe one of the now Sandy, I didn't mean to click on you to bring you over. So if you don't want to come over, just hit cancel. I'm sorry. I'm trying to bring Howie over. Clicking on you, Howie. Howie raised his hand. I'm trying to bring Howie over. Here, guys. Oh, there, maybe he came over this time. Let's see. All right, Christina's always taking action, so she's ready. I clicked on you, Christina, so let's see. Okay, it looks like it brought you over. Who else is over here today we can say hello to? Hello, hello. Chris, good morning, Chris. I see you over there. We said hello to Debbie. Good morning, Shonda. Shonda, I'll call you later or call me this afternoon or something when you're available and you're not working or your phone has power. So far we've got 2 people. Anyone else? So no one else took action this week that wants to share? I'm just saying, guys, I'm not saying I'm excited about Howie and Christina sharing with us. I would like to say this, however. I want you to think about if you took action this week, whether you were successful in the result that you wanted to get or you were not successful. Even if you didn't get the result that you maybe desired, by not, and this is just my opinion, guys, but by not coming over and sharing it, by not telling people about your either successes or your, failures, your non-successes, by not sharing it, it's almost like you're being selfish. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like check this out. If you took an action and you didn't get the result that you wanted, it wasn't exactly how you wanted it to turn out, and you're not coming over and sharing that because maybe you're embarrassed or you don't want to put it out there because you don't want people to know, then not only, this is just my opinion, guys, but in addition to taking from yourself, you're taking from other people because there's other people that can be learning from your experience. Just like when you do something good and you're like, hey, this totally worked, and you're all excited and you want to tell people, look what I did, look what I could show you how to do. That is just as valuable as saying, hey, look what I did, don't do this. They're equally as valuable. So by not sharing the one, it's like you're taking half of the treasure away. It's like you're like, oh yeah, I totally can tell you where the buried treasure is, but I'll tell you where it's at in 4 days from now so I can go get my loot out of it first. And I'm just saying, we're not pirates. We're not trying to pirate out the stuff, right? We're trying to share the wealth, not like go hide it and bury it. So that being said, I want to say thank you very much to Howie, say thank you very much preemptively to Christina as well, and say if you want to come over, if you actually took some actions this week, it looks like a few more people raise their hand, then come on over and I'll bring you over. So let's this morning, why don't we start with Christina and then we'll jump over to Howie. And the reason, even though Howie jumped over first, A, ladies first, and B, Howie, this is how it is every Friday. The ladies outnumber us and they just take over. So, Miss Christina, what did you do this week? You know it, Christina. They've done this like 3 or 4 Fridays, Howie, where all of a sudden I say raise your hand and it's just like me and it's like lady, and it's just like, you know what, I'm just going to check out of the webinar, let them take over, they're on it.
That's how we roll.
So what's going on, Christina? What were you doing this week? What was your marketing? What was your action steps this week?
Good morning, everybody. First of all, good to see y'all. I've missed everybody that was at LT Live the Dream, and we didn't have a call for a few days, so I missed everybody. It's good to see everybody. And Bert, I decided that what I'm going to share this morning is really important for everybody, because I was real disappointed, got kind of in a little funk because I had some unexpected life events come on and I had to cancel going to Live the Dream. So I was in a funk. I was seeing all the pictures going on the board, and I was like, wow, this looks awesome. And I'm so proud of everybody that I've gotten to know personally and all their accomplishments. Wanted to be there to support them and join in and just feel that energy, right? So what I wanted to share is just what I've done this week mostly is get over myself and get my head out of my butt and get back in the game. I was really kind of down just about life events in general. So what I wanted to share with everybody is God's life is going to happen. And it's not always going to be good. And most of the times it seems like when you're riding a good high wave, that's when the most crap comes, and it comes in like droves. My girl Felicia Lupo knows about it. Your challenges come out of nowhere when you're having successes and everything. But the important thing is that you don't sit there and like stay in the muck and get down about it and make excuses and humdrum or whatever, you know? You figure out, you go back to the basics, you get your basics down, you make your plan, and you work that plan. And then the second thing that I wanted to share was just, if you didn't get the opportunity to go to live the dream, don't be jealous of everybody that got to go. But, you know, take that energy, learn from those people who are bringing those great tips back from Live the Dream, and sort of ride that wave of energy and excitement with them. Get on that wave with them, plug in, and make your own successes leveraging those lessons. That's what I've been doing.
Awesome. You know what? I'm going to make a note. Christina, you tapped on something, and I want to say something about this, and I'm going to foreshadow for you guys, and I'm going to give you a clue on Monday what we're going to talk about. Okay? On Mindset Monday, this Monday, what we're going to talk about is something that Christina touched on, and it's about this emotional roller coaster, okay? Where you feel like you're way up here, but there's like a part missing or something. It's like, you're like, are you sure there's a harness on me? Because we're about to go down this other part and I'm scared. I don't know what's happening. I thought I was supposed to feel like this massive elation, like it's like you wake up and it's like every day you think you're like gonna wake up and you're gonna go out into your kitchen and like it's gonna look like the Palmolive commercial from back in the day where everything's like all sparkly and you just walk and there's like the fresh part, the best part of waking up is in the air, right? You're like, oh, I could smell it, the coffee's going, right? And the kitchen, everything is just, you like look on the table, it's like freshly sliced fruit that's just so sweet. You're like, oh, this is just amazing, right? In our imagination, that's how it's supposed to be. But then in reality, you come out and you're like, oh, dude, I didn't finish the dishes last night, and I might have burnt the coffee, and I'm pretty sure there's people down the street that are saying some very not nice things about me. Now my feelings are hurt. So that's what we're going to talk about. I know, that's a lot of things to talk about on Monday, but we're going to talk about this because I want everyone to realize that this happens to all human beings at all levels of life, whether you're like the top guy on Wall Street or you live under a bridge and you were freezing last night. We all have this like mental cycle, right? It's like these inner cassette tapes. If you're old like me, you remember what a cassette tape is. There's like these old cassette tapes that are playing in your mind of how you think it's supposed to be. In reality, that may not even be true. I'm just saying. I thought when you won something and you did something really good, you should feel awesome. What if that's not always the case? Have you ever considered that? And if it wasn't, would you be able to push through? Right? Would you be able to? Because what if this was a reality? What if the other shoe was never going to drop? What if that whole idea, that whole concept in your mind was just a false idea and there wasn't even an original shoe, so there's not one to drop, right? You know how people are always like, oh, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the next thing. Well, guess what? You're literally like walking out into the middle of the street being like, you know what? A truck's going to hit me sooner or later, so I might as well just jump right onto the freeway. What? No, get out of there. What are you talking about? Listen, trucks are not supposed to hit you. Stop playing on the freeway, right? And do what Christina talked about and pull your head out of your butt. That's going to be the quote of the day. If you want to do a quote, and just quote it to Christina because she's the one that said it, not me. I didn't say that. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about on Mindset Monday. We're going to dig deep into this ideas that we have in our head and why they are goofy. So let's jump over to Ms. Deerdorf down in AZ, down in the torrential monsoon state this last couple months. What did you do this week, Deb?
Well, I have to validate you, Christina, because I went through the same thing. I had everything set up. I was all ready to go, and the rug got yanked out from under me. Couldn't go. So I definitely pouted for far longer than I should have. Then I regrouped and I just got busy, and I've added people to my list. I put out some ads. I did some things. I signed up a couple of people. So I had a good week. And I loved all the pictures. I'm loving hearing the stories. I think I'm going to use it more as fuel to make sure I get there next year instead of for me.
We got till midnight Eastern time today, guys, to get our early tickets.
That's right.
Get on that elite VIP ticket.
Right.
That's what it's all about, guys. Is really taking advantage of what you can take advantage of, right? I'm gonna put a generic link in the chat, guys. So if you're here and you haven't bought your ticket, you're already tagged to your person, okay? You're already there. You're connected. So that link that I put, it's a generic link. It's livethedreamevent.com. You can go there. We're tagged for life in MLSP. So if you want to get your ticket, go get it now, because that elite VIP is only available, like the lady said, until midnight Eastern tonight. And this is the cool thing, guys. When you look at that ticket price, take $100 off, because when you actually get to the table, when you're standing there registering at the live event, I need to keep the tape on my computer. Okay? They're going to be like, boom, here it is, and they're going to give you a $100 bill back. So good stuff. So if you're watching the Hangout this morning and you weren't able to attend the live event, if you felt down, if maybe you felt like you got knocked back a step, maybe you attended the live event and you're home right now and you're feeling that emotional, like, right? Like, what happened to all my friends? What happened to all the energy? What happened to this? Maybe you're feeling a similar feeling. We're going to talk more about that on Mindset Monday and how you can push through those types of feelings. How you can learn to use those situations to your advantage, right? So let's move on to Mrs. Mupo and see what she did this week. So go ahead, Felicia.
Well, you and Christina just kind of took a lot of the wind out of my sails. That's a lot of what I was gonna talk about, because it is that roller coaster. So I'm gonna hold off for Monday and learn a little bit more on Monday. But a little bit of talking about those of you who have read the book The Big Leap, and talking about your upper limit and really trying to get past that. But my goodness, this has been one absolutely fantastic, amazing week to get a chance to meet so many of y'all in person, to learn so many actual skills and to put them in place. One of the things that I'm working on learning right now, that I'm sure some of y'all have experienced as well, is building up your list, and really building up your list the way that Bert teaches you how to build up your list, where you're adding people, kind of one by one. They're very engaged people. That's the really good part. They know you, they like you, they already have that connection with you. But then also, sometimes, half the people that you add, they're dropping off, and maybe just because they're allowing you to add them just to be nice, or just don't want to say no, or so sometimes it's that kind of pendulum of happiness and frustration, where you're adding them in there and then they're dropping off pretty quickly. So I don't know how many of y'all have experienced that as well.
That's one I haven't really dealt with very much. Most of mine have stayed, but it's probably because they've been more engaged up front. I can imagine. You're right, though. That's a big blow to the ego.
Yeah. Now, what is it that you can share, Christina, that you've gotten? Because it seems as though if I'll add, say, 10, maybe 3 or so will drop off within just a couple of days. So is there something that you can share that you're doing that's having a better success?
Can I jump in here? Can I jump in really quick before we even go there? Let me just preface this by saying, what if it's what you're seeing? Check this out. What you're seeing is you're seeing loss. You're seeing 3 people leave your list as if it was a bad thing, where I see it as a good thing. Good riddance to those 3 because they didn't want to hear it. Who cares? So what? So they were being nice. They were being nice and they said, yes, add you to their list. Cool. Yesterday, didn't you feel good when they said yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, awesome. Well, guess what? Once they started reading what you had to say, they were like, nah, I'm not in for that. So what? Check this out. Every single person that you give, let's say, let's say I give everyone here, I say, hey, who wants a free ice cream shake? And everyone raised their hand because everyone's like, yeah, okay, I'll take a shake. Like, I don't want to be rude. I'll have an ice cream shake. Now, what if I give you guys all Shamrock Shake? Does everyone like mint-flavored shake? No. But then do I get all pissed and be like, oh, I don't like that I don't know what that Christina Irvin. She doesn't like Shamrock Shake? What? I'm not good enough? My shake isn't good enough? Is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying? My ice cream delicious dessert is not worthy of you? No, she just doesn't like Shamrock Shake. So check this out. What if you're just seeing it as loss when really, it's the law of the jungle. It's natural attrition that should happen. Because, would this be better? I'm just asking. Would it be better if they stayed on your list and never opened shit? Never opened a single email? Didn't care? Would that make you, okay, I'm just being real, guys. Would that make you feel better?
No.
Or would you rather be like,
feel better, but it wouldn't be better.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you want to feel better, or do you want to have a highly engaged list that's going to take you up on offers, that's going to respond to what you're saying? So maybe instead of saying, hey, Christina, how do you get more people? Who cares? It's not about it's not about if Christina's drop-off rate is higher or lower, or it happens in the first 3 days, the first 3 hours, or the first 3 months. That has nothing to do with anything. In this situation, in my opinion, I'm still going to let Christina answer. I'm just saying, doesn't it seem like if they left your list, that's good? Like, because they didn't, check this out, because they didn't want to hear what you were communicating about. I don't know why that's so personally offensive, but check this out. You might want to go get yourself like a leather trench coat so that you can just let that stuff slide right off your back. Because listen, and I'm being honest, guys, still some days when I get like a lot of unsubscribes all in one day, my initial thought is like, oh, what did I say? What did I say? Right? Like, what did I say that was so offensive? And the last time I had the most unsubscribes was literally from a letter called Late Night Confession, and the entire email was about how I really owe my success to my wife because she supported the Burt Project the whole time. I got the most unsubscribes from that, not from buy everything I have to sell you. I just sent 4 emails today that say buy, buy, buy. No, on that day, everyone was like, oh, this is fun. On the day where I like tell a personal story, they're like, oh, unsubscribe from that guy. I hate him, right? So in my opinion, it's a perspective thing. Christina, what do you think?
I don't at all disagree. As a matter of fact, I think that the people that follow me, because I have a whole different thing. I mean, people just don't get on my list if they're just not feeling me, which I'm good with because, you know, the more people on my list, the more I got to pay. And I don't want to pay for a bunch of people to just be sitting there. So I'm good with that. You're helping me out the way I see it. My psychology towards my list, honestly, I want my people to, when I send an email, I want them to open it. So really, literally, when I send my emails, I actually look and see how many people are opening it and how quickly they're opening it so that I can know how responsive they are to me. And that's obviously because that's what I'm being taught by my mentor, but I think that that's effective. So the other day I sent an email where nobody opened it, and I was like, what the hell? Like, nobody opened it? Like, because I'm going to feel some kind of way about it. But it's also helping me learn rather than be like, oh, my gosh, I'm feeling like I was in my feelings for a minute. But then I was like, okay, so now this is where I can learn about my headline, because I've noticed when I really don't focus on that subject line, I don't get as many opens. And so that's my focus, improving that. They're helping me get better.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that is one thing, you know, to y'all's point. I maintain definitely over a 20%, closer to a 30% open rate. So awesome. It's a higher open rate. But, awesome. So anyway, that was my.
So great contribution this morning, Felicia. Literally, great question, and hopefully I didn't beat you up too hard there. But I want everyone to see the point of how important it is, our perspective, right? It's just like it's totally perspective and what we're seeing. So let's go. We finally made it to the only other guy that had the frijoles. That's the beans, right? That had the beans to say, hey, I'll raise my hand. I'm coming over. I'm going to tell you what steps I took. So, good morning, sir. How are you, Howie?
I'm excellent. I'm glad I could help you. Fight all these women off. I know for good-looking guys like us, we need to stick together. Right?
That's right.
The biggest thing I've done this week is get out of my comfort zone. All right. I mean, I was on Diane's Hangout on Tuesday. I put a video in the MLSP group. But even outside of MLSP, I've been getting a video ad together to put up on Facebook, which hopefully I'm going to get out there today. I've been much more aggressive on Instagram. I've been following April's format, and I've got about 1,400 followers, but basically they were just following me, So actually I had a great conversation with someone this morning. Will it pan out? Who knows? But it was great for me, just moving forward and talking to people and like I said, just getting out of my comfort zone. And I have my ticket to Live the Dream 6.
Nice. All right. I saw that you got your ticket on the very first night when we were on the webinar. I'm gonna say this out loud because I want to commit to it to all of you guys. Because I do low cost and no cost strategies, I want you guys to know that I'm committing it right now to go through the training more. And then I know there's something coming out. There's a product that's coming. I don't know when the exact date is. There's going to be a more comprehensive Instagram deal, right? So I don't know if I was allowed to say that out loud. I don't know. I know, I'm not on some private council where they told me and I sort of secrecy, but I heard it through the grapevine and it's been announced a few times, I think, in public. So it's my understanding that April's not just that training webinar, but she's actually coming up with some more intensive training to show you guys how to show. When I say you guys, I mean myself too. So that's a commitment that I'm going to make to you guys. That's going to be part of when we're doing some work sessions and stuff. Those are going to be part of our work sessions, guys. Because check this out, it's a no-cost strategy. She's not running. It's not like she's on Instagram running ads on Instagram. Right? This is a low-cost, no-cost strategy that absolutely is working. And it's not just, and this is the cool part, Howie just said it. He's implementing strategies and he's getting results. Talk to Dr. Lisa Thompson, who gets great results. Talk to countless people. Elliot Comiskey, right? I mean, Elliot's doing some other stuff too, but Elliot's been using that. There's a lot of people that have been using this strategy that April's been using, and really, I just didn't get into it. I don't know why I didn't get into it. It was dumb. It's like a free strategy. It's like, oh, dude, there's a whole nother free platform over here that you can get crazy on. Can you imagine the pictures we can put together? So I'm making that commitment that, hey, that's gonna be another one of the things that we're gonna dive into as a group here at Free Daily Coaching, because there's so many avenues, guys. I love Facebook because it's easy, it's simple, right? You can watch the replay of the webinar that Christina did and find out how you can use YouTube or Google Plus as the social network to be interacting on, right? Now we're gonna as a group jump into this Instagram. Think about if we started, someone starts ripping it up on Pinterest, right? Tom has been ripping up over on Twitter. So we literally have all of these different channels. Everyone has the opportunity to go out and market successfully if you take the actions and you're willing to share your results with the people that are using the same strategy so that you can come to the better result, better result, better result, better result. And if you focus on one strategy, the odds of you getting a result, a positive result, are way better, right? If you just focus on one thing until you're getting a result doing that, then you can branch out to the next thing, and to the next thing, and to the next thing. So it sounds like this is what happened this week. A lot of people took action. A lot of people got uncomfortable. A lot of people were feeling uncomfortable and recognized that they felt uncomfortable and said, hey, this is not like, I wasn't trying to move into this type of uncomfortability. I was trying to move, right? Like Howie specifically was like in a place where he's like, man, this is good, but I need to get out of this and I need to get uncomfortable. Where Debbie and Christina told you they were in a place where they were like, I feel so good. I'm dancing. And then all of a sudden, they weren't dancing anymore, and it felt really uncomfortable. Like it wasn't a conscious decision. It was from external forces. Like someone came in and was like, yeah, turn off the music. The party's over. And they were like, whoa, 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 right? They told that story, but told about how you can get through that type of uncomfortability, how you can step through that. And both of them talked about not just making it a mental decision, but following a mental decision with physical actions. Those physical actions then made our mental reinforcement to be able to take that mental part away, where today now they're like, oh yeah, I can't believe I was doing that on Monday. That was dumb. Not going to go down that road again, right? Woo, next time make a left at Albuquerque. Go the other way. So we got to see a wide range of different actions and mindset that many people are probably experiencing. If you're here right now, you've probably experienced this at some level. You've probably had that feeling of, I'm not sure if I can do this, or why do those people out there are doing it, and how come I'm not a part of it? Or maybe you're in that place where you feel really great, but you know to make that breakthrough, to take that next step, you got to go and get a little bit uncomfortable. And if that's you, then I encourage you to come back on Monday. Come back and find out about more mindset. Come back on Tech Tip Tuesday, right? And become part of the Free Daily Coaching group. Become part of this community where you can come over and share what you're doing. You can start contributing, because there's people out there, they need to hear your voice. They need to hear every single story to be able to find the person that they identify with. Because some people just can't hear it from Howie. Some people don't understand what Debbie's talking about, right? Some people they're just scared of Christina because she's just such a bold personality, right? Some people are intimidated by Felicia Mupo because she's all educated on the back of her wall, right? Some people don't want to talk to me because they're like, I don't think he's going to take me seriously, right? So there's all different people that are going to hear it in a different way. And if you don't go out there and start telling your story, taking actions to get results, taking actions, check this out, you're taking the action just so you can get the result, whatever the result is. Don't be tied to the result. It doesn't matter what the result is, you just need to get a result. Most people are caught up in their mind thinking about how it's going to probably be a negative result, so they never even take the action to see. They never even try. And I suggest that this weekend, this afternoon, you go out and try. Go out and take a few actions. Go out and take a few actions so you can get some results. And then come back and share. Share it with the group. Come into the Free Daily Coaching group on Facebook and share your action steps. Share your results. Go out and network with this group of people that are here this morning right now. Start to build that network. Guys, I'll tell you a secret. If you use my Facebook strategy and you're getting leads that way, there's about 2 or 3 dozen people here this morning that you could probably get to be on your friends and family list. I'm just saying. If you want to feel good and get a couple leads, I'm just saying. It's a possibility. Just throwing it out there. You guys, if you want to play ball, you can catch it, you can take a swing, or check it out. You could just let it go right over your shoulder and roll on by. It's your decision. I want to thank everyone for showing up this morning and taking a few minutes out of your morning to start it here at the Free Daily Coaching Hangout. I want to say a special thank you to Christina, to Debbie and Felicia, Howie as well. Also to Rhonda. She was making an attempt and she kept on the Google Gremlins were getting her. That's what we're going to call them, the Google Gremlins, right? And the Google Gremlins got her, and they kept on taking her out of here. So maybe she's watching on YouTube. And if you are, Rhonda, next time we'll bring you back out. And I want to thank you guys all for coming over and sharing your experience this week. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Bert.
Thanks, Bert.
Bye, guys. Everyone. Oh, hey, check this out. Announcement before we leave. Right after this call, I will go put up the new registration form. Today is the last day that you will get a reminder about the webinar unless you go and re-register for the month of October, okay? So it's about 9:06 here at my house, a.m. Give me about 10 minutes. I already created it. I just need to go and transfer the form over so that you guys can actually register for the month of October's free daily coaching. So if you're registered today, you will not get an email for Monday unless you re-register for this month. So I'll get that.
What about the live sessions too, Bert?
Yep, the live sessions. I'm waiting on. I'm going to send out an email today to each person. You're just going to get a direct email for me. My graphics guy, what we did was I actually had free daily coaching was hosted on a different place than all my other websites. So I literally. I'm going to get a little technical here, guys. So I had to forward the free coaching domain over to my other domain name servers. But while I did that, I didn't want everyone to crash free daily coaching. So right now, free daily coaching is really hosted on bertbledsoe.com/free daily coaching, right? So it's a page on that. So I had to migrate my site over so that I could actually create the membership site. Because I didn't realize that I was just doing a domain forward on free daily coaching. So because of that, I had to wait for the domain to repopulate on my new hosting service. And so that just happened, I think, this morning because I went and checked and it worked. So my graphics guy will upload everything today and I'll get everyone loaded in. So this afternoon, and it's probably going to be it'll be afternoon for some people, but today I will send personal email, come from my regular email guys, to everyone that's doing the live sessions, and you'll get today's live session invite.
Okay.
And then over the weekend, everyone will get added in, and you might get it today. I'm going to try to make it happen this afternoon, so you'll because I said that you would. Everyone will get your membership name and login for the actual membership site.
Cool.
Is that cool? Did I answer the question?
Yeah.
I was going to do the webinar yesterday, but Debbie Deerdorf sent me a personal message that said she was going to be out all day. And Debbie has a special place in my heart, so I was like, all right, I'll do it tomorrow.
Clout. All right, Debbie.
Debbie
guys. Sorry.
Debbie Deerdorf's got mad goat pull. You know what I'm saying? She's got mad goat love, so she,
Do you know about what time that you're going to be doing it? Because I really want to be on it, and I'm trying to pull a little goat pull myself right now.
What do you got going?
I've got an appointment at 5:30.
Oh, tonight? No, it's going to be before that.
Okay, good.
It's going to be probably in the next hour or two, guys. And I'll record it for everyone, right? We'll definitely record it, and it'll get uploaded to the site as well. So if you can't make these, don't worry. Some are going to be in the day, some will be at night for those that work. So we'll move it around. And guys, and gals, you can see that we did some special. I moved it around yesterday. Debbie asked. Christina's like, hey, can we do it before this time? If there's something that we're going to speak on, or you hear the announcement and you see it, and you want to, like, you want a different topic, you want to know something about something, or it's a massive conflict and that's something that you want to do, hey, does it hurt to ask? It doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. What do you got? It's like when you ask for the email. What are they going to say? Oh, well, listen, you know what, Christina, it's going to be at 5:30, okay? I don't really care what you're doing. No one's going to say that, right? Like, you know what I mean? People are not going to be overtly rude unless you're being that way. So what is it unless you're behaving that way? So it never, ever, ever hurts to ask. That's my motto. Like, what's the worst they can say? No? If they say yes, it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, think of all the things in life that you want. If you would just ask, think of all the things that you've just said no to yourself and never asked. Think of how cool it would be if, like, 1% of those things, you just were like, hey, what do you think about if I could get some of this? Whoop! Yes. You're like, oh, man, that's awesome. It's just that simple. I went somewhere yesterday to a store. I signed up for their online thing, and they said you get a $25 coupon if you sign up for the thing. So I signed up for the thing. Then when I went to the store, I opened the email and everything. It wasn't there, right? I just asked the lady. I was like, hey, look, I showed her my phone, and I was like, I went and signed up for the thing, and it said I was going to get a thing, but I didn't get the $25 off. Could I get this to? Like, how do I do that? And she's like, yeah, I could give you the $25 off coupon. Sweet. Check it out. If I would have just sat there and looked at my phone and been like, oh, that doesn't sell the coupon, I wouldn't have got the discount, right? Make sense? All I did was ask.
Ask to get the thing.
Yeah, ask. Whatever the thing is, whatever it is that you want to get, just ask for it. Hey, could I get this? Could I get that? You know, the bonus, the special, a time extension, whatever, right? If you ask, usually people will give it to you. Usually, if you ask. That's been my experience. So that's it, guys and gals. I'll see you all very soon. If you are part of the free daily coaching, you'll get friends. You'll get an email. I'll probably post in the group as well and say, hey, this is what's going on, just to let you guys know this is the time. And then you'll get an email with the actual link, right? All right, that's it.
Bye, guys.
That's it, guys and gals. Let the replays rock.
Bye-bye.
Bye.